guys, it's the Real Aquarian here. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to this week's installment of Pick a Card. Today's question comes in through Instagram. Thank you for the love that I'm getting there. And also here on YouTube, loving the likes. But today's question is, how do I proceed? How do I move forward? You know, how do I start making things happen? So we have Lavender Chamomile Rose, cards 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and pick which card you're kind of vibing on. As always, I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will put the timestamp in the description. So just go ahead and pick your card, and I will go ahead and get started. Card 1. We have the 6 of Coins in reverse. So in terms of how do I proceed, how do I move forward, how do I make things, you know, start happening? So immediately what stands out is the necessity to watch your money. You need to keep a very, very close eye on your money. The 6 of Coins in reverse indicates that money does come, but you may not be able to hold on to it for as long as you might have thought. That could be because either overspending, it could be being taken advantage of, you know, you giving your money or lending your money to other people and not getting it back. But it could also just be blatant theft. So guard your pockets, guard your pocketbook. And also whatever money does come, save more of it. Keep more of it in your pocket than you would, you know, typically. Save a little more. This is the necessity for that. But also with the reversal, we have kind of a moment of perspective, a moment of an inner weighing. So the 6 of Coins in reverse asks a very important question. It asks what you define as an abundant life. What you think a life well lived actually is. What it looks like. If that's the road you're on. These sorts of questions. And you have to ask yourself, is an abundant life, is that defined by power, money, influence, fame? Or is it by the, you know, less tangible kinds of things like peace, love, contentedness, knowledge? So it's one of those times where in order to proceed, in order to move forward, there's a need for, you know, a kind of reminder of your perspective, a kind of reevaluation of how you perceive your placement. Because the 6 of Coins also, in the reverse, also kind of lets you know that, you know, whatever, if you consider yourself to be in a negative situation or a bad situation, you know, this is a reminder card letting you know that, you know, tides turn all the time. Fortune shifts all the time. So it's one of those things where, you know, it comes down to perspective, because you never know. Tomorrow might be that day, you know. But there is, yeah, you have to kind of go inward, and you may be surprised by your answer, because we all have our surface kind of answers, those kind of knee-jerk answers, which aren't necessarily just instinctual. They could be, you know, the answers you think other people would say, or you think other people would want you to, you know, say. But this is more about going deeper. This is more about, you know, having that little conversation with yourself right quick before you proceed, before you move forward, just to make sure, you know, you're aligned and you understand the right way to proceed, so that you understand the road or the path that you are placing yourself on. So that is card 1. Then we have card 2, which is the Hermit. So with the Hermit, there's the need to still your mind. This is one of those moments of stilling your mind. You need to get to that quiet place where no distractions, you can really hear yourself think. Because the Hermit's about processing information, processing your thoughts, processing your emotions, and kind of figuring out the best way forward. And there's always a decision that looms around the Hermit, and in this case, deciding how to proceed, deciding how to move forward. The Hermit says those answers are going to come from within. So you need to give yourself that environment, that space, that time. This is a no pressure kind of situation. Give yourself that time to, you know, kind of make the plan, to really kind of, you know, kind of strategize. That might be a harsh word, but, you know, to kind of get things in order, kind of figure out for yourself how to best proceed. So the answers will come if you give yourself that time, that quiet, that lack of distraction. The noise of everyday world needs to shoo for a minute so you can really hear yourself think. And in that, you will find your way forward. So we have card 3. Okay, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. So in terms of how do I proceed, how do I move forward? Hanged Man in reverse. So, first off, you definitely, you know, I hate to burst your bubble, but this is one of those where you need to pop that bubble. In reverse, this is about kind of holding on to a fantasy, be that past or present, but, you know, perhaps what you are expecting. So yeah, I'm getting more what you're expecting from whether your work, relationships, life in general. Your expectations are not necessarily realistic. This is about kind of needing to, you know, reevaluate where you're going, how fast you're going to get there, how much it's going to impact your life. Having this kind of, or harboring, I should say, this kind of fantasy is not only detrimental to your personal growth, but it's one of those things where you will outright not get the outcome that you want. You will not proceed. You will not move forward the way that you want if you're holding on to some sort of fantasy. I hate to say that, but it's some sort of delusion. If you're not basing your expectations in actual reality, being very honest with yourself, circumstances, situations, environments, other people, this is about, you know, carry no delusions about where you are and how to proceed, what's going to be there. Because this is also about, you know, really feeling the gut punches of, you know, life's challenges. You know, nothing, you know, worth valuing is easy. And, you know, having strength, having, you know, faith in yourself, is real value. And you kind of are, you know, keep the faith. You're kind of losing faith here because you're feeling all the knocks. You're really feeling all the knocks, the challenges, the obstacles, the walls, the opposing forces. So in order to proceed, in order to move forward, we have to kind of burst that bubble of fantasy. We have to curb how we think the outcome is going to be. And make sure this is also, there's always going to be effort. This has effort in needing to get rid of whatever is in your life that is an obligation, or I shouldn't say an obligation, what feels like an obligation. You know, be that relationships, environments, whatever. Whatever is not making you happy, that's not giving you something of value, knowledge, joy, bliss, passion reignited, whatever feels like it's kind of an obligation more than an interest or something that would make you happy, you need to ditch it. From what I'm getting from even all of these is that need for preparation. How do I proceed? How do I move forward? You need to get ready. You need to, you know, have a plan. You need to get your money in order, be more aware, ask yourself the tough questions. And with the third card, with the Hangman, it's more about dropping misconceived perceptions of reality, of where that's going to take you, what the outcomes are going to be, whether you think they're going to be too hard or you think they should be easy. That's a matter of perception. But know in this card, you have the strength. Whatever the challenge is, you have the strength to move forward. You can get what you want. So keep the faith. So this was the pick a card for this week. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Alfreda!